See, y'all don't know. Because you're sitting up hating black people. And you ain't doing your research. They get ready to kill a bunch of you white people. A whole lot of you. I'm telling you. Because you guys think they're going to be killing us black people, but they're not. Want me to tell you why they're not? Because the universe got weather formations that's not going to allow it. It's real simple. All that shit they did in New Orleans when they broke those levees and drowned all those people, well, guess what? Right after that, the universe drowned a bunch of y'all asses all up and down through the Midwest. And it's going to do it this summer, too. It's happening this summer, too. It's just really simple. You guys attacking us, and since the black man is too weak to want to stand up and be a warrior right now, we got warrior elements in the weather. Just like Marcus Garvey said, look for me in the whirlwind. He wasn't lying. You'll see. When Ohio get tore up, and then after that, I got another choice state I got my mind on. I used to live in LA. I see what go on down there. I used to live in Ohio too. I see what go on there. And I also lived in Hawaii. And those are 3 states that I really hate the jurisdiction center in. I see what they did in Hawaii. They went out there and manifested those islands on the crack habits. They took all those damn young Hawaiian kids and gave them that ice. I stayed in Hawaii for almost 10 years. I came to Hawaii. I saw the beautiful little kids with their mean asses. They was taught to hate black people too. Little kids, mean, rude. Not all of them, but a lot of them, just like the Mexicans. White man teach everybody that hatred shit. That's the only way he can stay alive, is to make everybody hate each other. And then he sit back as the law man. That's the only person smart enough to stop all the savages on the earth from killing each other. Yeah, you got the answer to the problem because you created the problem. But my point is, ICE, within 5 years, because they're over there stealing the land. So how do you take the land from a person? By fucking their children up. Simple. Get their children on alcohol, what they did here in America. Opium in China. Methamphetamine in Hawaii. That's what you guys do. Then when you white people use this drug, nothing happened. I live in Vancouver. I see your zombies on the corner. Obvious that they high. They let them stay out there all day. And you know they high. And I'm like, when is the police going to come and get this person before they snap and do something stupid or get themselves killed? Hell, I ride around all day. I see that fool on that corner all day. Ain't no police ever came and did nothing. You can't even get a black person to pull up there and try to hold up a will work for food sign. You got a problem. Here this person is obviously high off a narcotic and get to stand on the corner all fucking day displaying, hello, I've been using dope. Look, can you tell? Come and get me. Police going to get his donut. I don't care. He ain't black. Keep it pushing. That's the sad decadence we live in. Now it's tearing y'all asses up and they completely overlook it. They don't even want to arrest you guys for getting dope, how dope. Because they don't want to fill the space of the white people. They, no, niggas and Latinos. That's sad, ain't it? Well, now watch. The black people and the Latinos ain't messing it up fast enough because we've already been living in poverty forever. So we know how to deal with this shit, right? White boys don't know what they do. They trying to be criminals. I see them, they be so stupid. It's like, how do you do it? What do you mean how you do it? You know how to do it. Don't sit there and act like you don't know how. You don't know how to do it, but how do you do it? Do it. See, we used to do it and they wouldn't do nothing to us. But now they're actually trying to catch us if we do crime. And that's where the problem come in. We never had the time to do crime before. But now we're getting punished when we do wrong. And we don't know how to deal with that. I be laughing at them. I be saying, well, just don't do wrong. If I could walk my ass around here and don't do wrong, and constantly get accused of doing wrong, then I know your ass can walk around here and don't do wrong. It's real simple. You can get you a way to get you some money without doing wrong if your ass was not hooked on that damn meth. Because they hiring a lot of Mexicans, but they need somebody to run them. The problem is they can't even rely on the white man to run the Mexican crew because he gonna run his ass off first chance he get and get high. Now, when it's always he was around other white people and was doing that shit, the other white people were covering him. But he can't do that with the Mexicans because the Mexicans want his job, see? And then we like, Senor Johnson, Hector told me to tell you. I'm not supposed to tell you that Hector told me to tell you because Hector don't want you to know that he's a snitch. But you see, your friend George supposed to stay here watch us yesterday. George never watched it. George left. George was gone all day. And Hector was the one who watched us all day. You should make Hector be my supervisor because then we be all Espanol and you have no white man here. And then we can steal all your shit because you underpaid us and we know that. But still, he's worse because he tells you he's here supervising us and he's not here supervising us, so he should not be here anyway. It should be Hector because you probably pay him $15 an hour and Hector would do it for $8. Next thing you know, George asked, go. I know, George. And that's the bullshit they used to do to us on jobs. You had your little job, you be to work there 6 months, you go, ooh. All of a sudden some white boy show up, you training his ass, and then you come to work, oh shit. Well, we're gonna be laying off here, we're a little bit over, man. Well, wait a minute, I haven't been here longer than any of them. I'm sorry, I just got to do it. I don't think it's fair myself. I'm the one who made it that way, I just got to push policy through. But I trained all of them. It is what it is. Man, ain't that a bitch? I trained them to take my job. It is what it is. So that's exactly what happened. The Americans helped America enslave the blacks, made us work cheap, underpaid, not paid, slavery, poor housing, poor medicine, kicked around, shitted on, overpriced, threw in jail, sold, raped, made the prostitute, made sell crack, made a preacher. Going that down, them niggas say Jesus loved him. Bishop Blake got his bitch ass up there. When they fan him with wigs, I know you're hot. That big ass wig you got on, and them big ass fingernails. Be careful you don't scratch yourself. And it's like a shame. It's a damn shame. Sitting your ass up in that church, getting brainwashed like that, and looking like a damn fool. What, your hair ain't good enough for you to wear? So, the corporations used the white people to enslave the black man after the corporation enslaved the white man in Europe. So, the corporation used religion, Christianity, to fool and brainwash all the white people to accepting a propaganda of hate toward the black people. Left Europe, went all through Africa, tore Africa up, left Africa, came here to the Americas. See, what they didn't tell you is that when Christopher Columbus' lie was told about the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria coming here to escape religious persecution, they didn't tell you that the religious persecution that they were escaping was the same religious persecution that they were bringing to you. Because they would have had to say, oh no, we're not escaping it. We're perpetuating it. We're spreading it. That's what we're doing. We're actually coming here to make you a victim of this religion. And to this day, you see your dumb ass in that church, listen to Bishop Blake, and y'all stealing all the money from the community, and everybody in the community poor and impoverished, and then you got a $100 million edifice sitting right there on Crenshaw, and right in front of it, poverty everywhere. People poor as hell, begging on the corner, and you sitting there telling people, just accept the devil as God and everything gonna be all right. They need to come in there and cut your throat. That's what needs to happen to you. Because you are deceitfully deceiving them, and giving them poison. It's drugs. You're selling drugs. You're selling something to them that is not suited for them to be ingested. It is bad for them. It's bad for their health. I was in that church, you know it. You guys are wicked and mean, and you're nasty, and you work for the Jews, and I know that. And you're stealing money through that spiritual belief, garbage, bondage, and taking it as a real estate scam too, because you're paying for that edifice through the extraction of money from the unsuspecting masses of poor, deprived black people. And then when I was sitting in that church, I saw them Jews walk up in there that day with their nasty stink asses, and knew everybody in that church come up in there sanitized and clean as possible to go worship. Even if it ain't the right God, they still follow the proper rituals and sitting up in there trying to be as sanitized as possible. And they walk their stink ass up in there boldly, stanky as hell. And then I watched them, the ushers, move them up to the front of the church and actually have some people get up and move so they could sit down. I could get up and start whooping some ass. And that was right there when I made my decision that I was never going to go in that church again, and I didn't. How you going to bring the same people that went into Egypt and destroyed it and murdered us, and then walk up in that church that black dollars are paying for, and you give them carte blanche treatment like that? And I ain't never got that type of treatment in that church. Never. And they were filthy. They were filthy as hell. I could smell them when they walked by. And they came there deliberately like that, as a way to scorn everything that they saw. When they sit and watch the money coming in and out of that church, they can see all of the diligence, effort the people utilize to make themselves suitable to go worship. Then they came in there looking like I look when I get off work. Didn't care. It was totally disrespectful. Totally. So we just asking God to know that when I say God, I'm saying the universe. My point, enslaved Europe, built this corrupt barbarian army, went into Africa, did the same thing in Africa, left Ghana, Africa with slaves, made free men that they made slaves, left Ghana, came to the Americas. The Americas got an undercurrent at the Atlantic Ocean. Once on that undercurrent, in the right path, with the right sails, you could get to America in no time at all. Because the current itself would push the boat. All the black sailors knew that. All of the African sailors who had ventured between Africa and America millions of times showed them whiteys how to get here. It's a problem with black people, trusting people too much. Especially outsiders. We're always trying to be hospitable and trusting other, and everybody don't deserve that. That's why we're in the circumstance we're in now. People walk around on earth hating you because of your skin, and it lets you know how fucked up people are. It's like, have I ever done anything to you? No. Well, why do you dislike me? Because your skin is black. Well, you wouldn't make a good friend anyway. I'm glad that you're so honest and let me know that you're ignorant like that. Keep it pushing. That should be the attitude of black people. Instead of you walking around. I'm gonna go pray to Jesus. Stupid ass. You need to pick up some of her attributes. You don't need to pray to anyone, because a true provider don't have to have you ask for shit. They already know what you need. Now, if somebody's got a pet, that pet don't have to ask them for a damn thing. Don't have to pray for nothing. Only person who wants you to pray is some crocker that wants you to bow down and worship to his ass. Otherwise, you need to talk to what's inside of you, because that's your energy. That's what animates me. If I'm not healthy and somebody else comes in the room that's healthy, well, I know for a fact, if I can't get up and do something for myself, that person can get up and do it for me. But if that person comes in the room and is fitting the description of somebody that I have hated all my life for no reason at all, do you see how destructive that could be? So it ain't even about what you read in the book. It's about how you feel in your heart.